Okay, that didn't go over the table, over the chair, which is great. Okay, now I have to get the lid out of there. That wasn't too painful, was it? Okay, what I forgot was that I bought this kind of thermos, or you can drink out of it, and the lid goes on there, but the actual lid through the week started getting loose, so the rubber band has got smaller. I guess I overused it, and I went to pour it straight in. That was stupid. Anyway, doesn't matter. We didn't get it over ourselves. That's good. Because that was really hot water too. Anyway, so hey Miss M, how you going? How are you on the Thursday afternoon for you? Whereabouts are you, M, in America? Have you told us where you're from, M, in America? So I'm talking today, M, about meeting fellow YouTubers. Have you ever met another fellow YouTuber, M? Okay, that's better. Because I met a fellow YouTuber yesterday, and I'm so excited that I got to meet her, and I just had to share it. Like, I was hoping that I would get her on live this morning with me. She's at the airport about to go home to America. But we're going to do a live next week together and talk about it, but I just, you know me, I just share. Whatever comes out of my mouth is like verbal diarrhea, right? And yeah, it's really nice. Hey CL, how you going? I caught you. I know. Hello, how are you, CL? Have you been painting lately? Hey, Miss Paula does retirement. Hey, Paula. Cheers, Paula. Do you like my cup, Paula? Hey, everyone in the chat. I've been working a lot. Oh, yeah. You know what? I haven't done a painting since last Saturday, actually. I love your cup. Isn't it beautiful? I got this from a thrift shop, Miss Paula, through the week, and I love it. Actually, let me show you something. Miss Paula, okay, in the chat, is anyone interested in tea? I'm obsessed with tea. I love tea, but it could work the same thing for coffee. Most of us are tea or coffee, right? I'd love to know, who's tea, who's coffee? Or are you both? Tea, coffee, or both? Tea. Okay, Miss Paula. Okay, I want to show you something, Miss Paula. Miss Paula, do you recognize this? This is an antique, guys. This is an antique. Hey, Susan, how you going? Susan, are you familiar with this? It's a thermos, right? But are you familiar with this design? Have you seen this before? I bet you any money, Susan, you've probably had one of these in the past. Even Miss Paula, maybe you've had one of these in the past. Are you familiar with it? The tartan look. I don't know the actual brand. I'm not so much about brands, guys. It's beautiful. Alison has one in her booth. Oh my God, has she really? Oh, cool. Absolutely with that design, yes. Okay, but what's better, right, is inside. I can't really pour it in and show you, but inside is glass. Hey, Maddie. Oh, hello, Maddie. How you going? So yeah, it's glass inside. So a lot of thermoses you buy these days aren't glass, right? Like, for example, you know, guys, I'm a disaster most days sometimes. Like, things just happen, right? So remember I bought this. I use this as my thermos, right? So I take this to work with me in the car. I fill it up with my tea. I'm a black girl. A black tea, no sugar, no milk. Okay. So I take that and then I pour it into where's my mug? Oh, yeah. Here's my travel mug. That's my travel mug. I take that to work. I fill it up while I'm driving along. I love tea. So anyway, this morning, through the week, right, guys, I noticed that the seal on my little thermos it's broken. I don't know. It's just like this. It doesn't work anymore. So anyway, that's why we moved away from this one. We saw this one. We were at an op shop that we work at, and they had this for sale, $25. It was $25. So guys, in the US, that would be around, I think, about $18. That's quite well, it's cheap for a thermos, but in a thrift shop it's probably expensive, right? But mate, this is a relic, right? This is an absolute relic, like even more relica than me. So I had one of these. My mum bought me one of these years ago, not new, secondhand again, and I loved it. The reason why I loved it was it keeps things really, really hot for like nearly 24 hours. So I was car camping one time, and I made myself a cup of tea and I didn't drink it all. So the next morning I woke up in the car, like trying to stretch out, going, oh, I'd love a cup of tea, right? And I remembered that I had the thermos, that I didn't drink all the tea. And I thought, oh, it won't be warm. But anyway, I thought I'd just test it, right? And it was super, super warm still. I was like, oh my God, this thing really works, right? It's amazing. Long story short, I broke it. I dropped it. When you drop these things, they've got glass inside, they break. So don't break it, Dora, don't break it. Move it away from the table, you will break it. So anyway, moral of the story is warm. But anyway, moral of the story is I'm a hot mess. I'm on this morning to talk about meeting up with a fellow YouTuber. I think this is just a fun topic, but I got sidetracked because I went to pour myself a cup of tea, and guess what Dora forgot? The lid came straight off, all in my cup, all over the table at the start of my live, literally. As soon as I started, there was no one there, so no one saw my hot mess. But someone that's going to watch the rerun will be like, oh my God, Dora is just too much. But anyway, welcome in, guys. Hey, Kathleen, how you going? And hey, Lainey from, oh my God, Lainey's from Wisconsin? Lainey from Wisconsin, is that right? Have I got it right, Lainey? Have I got it right, guys? Has anyone met Lainey? Or is Lainey part of our community, guys? Actually, where are my goggles, guys? I need glasses. I could probably see better if I actually looked at the screen properly. Let's just wear glasses, guys. I'm fighting using glasses all the time. I'm sure there's many of you like me that really should be wearing glasses, but don't use glasses. Okay, guys, I've got my smart glasses on now. I look smarter. Okay, now I can see. Wow, I can read. No, oops. Hi there, Kathleen. Lauren. Lauren from New Jersey. Okay, does everyone know Lauren from New Jersey? LA Lexi 8612. Has everyone met Lauren? I keep on getting her name wrong and where she's from. You know how I'm always asking where people are from. Has everyone met Lauren? Oh my God, I probably should wear glasses too. Oh my God. Okay, so you haven't... Miss Paula? Okay, Lauren, let me introduce, okay? Miss Paula does retirement, is from Tennessee, and she has got this wicked sense of humor. Like, she is so cute. What's her channel about? What is your channel about? You know what? I think Miss Paula is her own niche. So Lauren, let me just like make you a moderator so you can actually then click on these people's names and make friends. I love when you guys make friends. Oh, I think I just made you a managing. Okay, hold on. Let me just change something, Lauren, I just made you, okay, remove, I'm making you as a moderator, as a standard moderator. So that means you get a blue ticky thing. So that means you can actually click on other people's names. So like Lauren, you could then click on Miss Paula Does Retirement. It's blue at the moment. You click on her name and it says you can go to her channel and check out her channel. And it's worth checking out. She is hilarious. She is the cutest lady. I mean, we're all cute, right? But Miss Paula, she's amazing, guys. I'd love to know in the chat. Everyone, let's just say, tell us why you think Miss Paula is amazing. I'd love to know. I think this is good for our mental health too, guys. Put in the chat why you love Miss Paula. I'm going to tell you why I mean Miss Paula. So Lauren, I'm just saying to you, you don't need to do this. But if you feel obligated or you feel obliged, click on Miss Paula, leave our chat, go check her out. She does shorts and she does videos, and she also does live streaming. She joins a live stream with a couple of other ladies on a Friday night, and they just have fun. They talk about YouTube and like, you know, what's going on in YouTube. And Miss Paula will just say, oh, you know, she has no strategy. She just lives her best life, and she shows you it. She lives on quite a bit of property, and there's a joke going on. I don't know if you know this joke, Miss Paula, that Alice and I were talking about coming to your land and bringing like caravans and like or little tiny homes, and we have our little community. Like, so we all have our little tiny home, and in the middle we have like a bonfire, and we all sing Kumbaya. And what's your husband's Randy? Randy's your husband's name, and we said, we were laughing saying that Randy would love that. Miss Paula would love it. So anyway, that's Miss Paula. Okay, so Mandy's saying that Miss Paula's adorable. Yeah, I think she's adorable. Okay, Kathleen's got Miss Paula is a sweetheart. She's kind and generous. Miss M's got, I love Paula's energetic energy. I love her smile. I love her witty jokes. I love everything about her. Randy would die. I know he would die, but that's the fun of it, right? Randy would die, but he would survive. We would give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I mean, you would give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, okay? And then I would give him the CPR thing. You would give him mouth-to-mouth. Or if you like, I could give him mouth-to-mouth. I mean, you know, to keep him alive, I'd do that. So, Lauren is from New Jersey. I have a 10-year-old daughter. We went to Sydney in 2023. That's right. That's how we connected. That's right. Because I think when I was in Sydney and you saw me on a live and you went, I've been to Sydney, and you liked Sydney back in the day. That's how I met Lauren. And every time she comes on, because her channel, it looks like Lexi. It looks like Lexi. So I call her Lexi, and I always forget her name. Lauren from New Jersey. I have to keep on saying it to myself. Lauren from New Jersey. Lauren from New Jersey. Thank you for joining. But as I said, I've made you a moderator, so you can actually click on these people's names. So as I said, go check out Miss Paula Does Retirement. If anything, she'll make you laugh. Her shorts are hilarious. She's very cute, and she's on a bit of a fitness. I don't know, how are you going with your fitness regime at the moment? She just bought herself a rebounder, and she jumps, and she's just cute. You just go check her out. Just don't take my word for it. Just check her out yourself. I mean, you might hate her. That's okay. We're not always everyone's cup of tea. Some people hate me, and I'm okay with that too. But as I said, she's very, very cute. And as you said, a lot of people in our community have just said how awesome she is. Okay, so Miss Paula would love us all coming to her farm and like putting our tiny homes and coming and like singing Kumbaya around the fireplace, having a cup of tea, maybe a wine. Who wants to come? Kathleen, are you going to come down with a tiny home and move in? We're all moving in. You know, you could bring Raoul. You know, we're just all inviting ourselves, right? Miss Paula's got lots of land. So we're, you know, I'm sure you can talk to Randy about, you know, making it all flat for us so that, you know, we don't want a bit of a hill. We want it flat. And do you think you could put in some facilities too, Miss Paula? Because, you know, like if we bring a tiny home, we're probably not going to have a toilet and shower. So, yeah. Anyway, let me introduce you to other people. Oh, is Cheryl there too? Talking about rebounding, is Cheryl there? Did I miss that? Is Cheryl there? She is there. I'm rebounding now. Okay. So since I just talked about Miss Paula Does Retirement, talking about her rebounding, and then Kathleen said, rebounding with Cheryl's here. Hi, Cheryl. And Cheryl's rebounding. I have to talk about Cheryl. So, Lauren, because you are new here, we're introducing you to the community. Because you've been in a couple of my lives, and I think it's really nice to introduce you around. So, rebounding with Cheryl. She's rebounding right now. She's our little rebounding queen. She is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. Very, very positive. Always, you know, sharing a smile and happiness. Now, Cheryl is I think you're in Florida. Is that correct? I think you're in Florida. I'm pretty sure. Am I right? Are you in Florida? I get this wrong sometimes. But anyway, Cheryl, her name says Rebounding with Cheryl. Her name is Cheryl. She does rebounding. So you can go to her channel, and she does rebounding lives sometimes and rebounding videos. So if you want to know about rebounding and all the benefits of rebounding when you're over 50, or even over 40, to be honest, like rebounding should be for anyone. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like I personally love rebounding because I think it's really good for your pelvic floor. You know, when you get to a certain age, apparently that just goes amiss. So I do Pilates for that reason too. But rebounding is also really good for movement. You know, we don't always have the opportunity to go outside and go walking because it's raining or something like that. And then you just jump on a rebound. It's like jumping up and down. And Maddie says, I want wine. I'd love a wine too, but it's probably a bit too early for me. But I'm not drinking, guys. I am not drinking till I get to Bali next week. So let me keep on going. Cheryl, so if you want to click, Lauren, if you want to click on Rebounding with Cheryl, you click on it and it says you can look at activity or you can look at the channel. So click on the channel, you can go check her out. If you want to subscribe to her, subscribe, be part of her community. We're all part of the same community, right? But, you know, it's really, really nice if you want to, you know, support these lovely ladies in the chat. Sometimes we have men, but we're talking about ladies at the moment. So girl power for us. So Lauren, are you still there? Because, okay, so Lauren's got here. I'll definitely check out Miss Paula. Okay. And then after that, you can check out Miss Cheryl. And while we're talking about that, let's talk about Kathleen's Place 71, also part of our community, probably one of my first live streaming friends. So Kathleen does art. Originally her channel was about her separation with her partner and also then her reconciliation with her partner. So, I mean, look, we're all at a certain age that, you know, we're not all with one partner. Some of us are lucky. I don't know. I think Miss Paula might have been with the same partner for a long time. But like for me personally, I mean, I haven't been with the same partner one time. Like I've had long relationships. 10 years is the longest I've had. Diego that I'm with currently, we're up to 8 years. And unfortunately, my ethos in life is, you know, it's not, what was I saying? You know, friendships, oh no, guys come and go, but friendships are golden, right? Because I really feel like, I don't know, call me jaded or not, I don't know, but I feel like, and maybe it's just because of the relationships I've been in, that, you know, guys can come and go, but, you know, friendships are forever. Honestly, where I'm living right now, I'm living in a camper van, right, guys? I'm living in a camper van because my house is getting renovated, and I'm living in my best friend's backyard. I have access to their house. They have a spa in front of me. There's a sauna. I go upstairs and use their shower. There's a toilet downstairs and there's a toilet upstairs. I could go into their fridge. Like, for example, guys, there was no one home through the week and I didn't have any yogurt. I went upstairs. I got a bowl out of their cupboard and a spoon. I got some yogurt out of the tub and went downstairs and had a yogurt for breakfast. I mean, you know, there's a beautiful trust there that I get to, you know, be in my friend's backyard. I've been here for like 6 weeks now, or even 7 weeks. It's probably going to be another month that we'll be here. Even though I won't be here, I'll be in Bali in Indonesia. But, you know, that's a beautiful friendship to have that trust, and understand that some of us have been in relationships for a long time. But, yeah, I just have this thing, like, and okay, I'm talking about Kathleen. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. About Kathleen, not about Dora. But Kathleen has gone through a separation, and then she's gone back into a reconciliation, and her channel is a little bit about that. And now you get to see her and her love with Raul. Raul is her husband of, I believe, maybe 20 years. He's Mexican. It's a beautiful story, like, you know, interrelationship dating. I dated a Mexican and it was hard work, I'm going to be honest. I even brought him back to Australia, and he's still living in Australia. He's married to another lady now, and we're like friends. We're still friends. He's like my annoying brother. My mum loves him like a brother, like a son. It's crazy. It's a really, really weird story. But yeah, so if you go to Kathleen's story, but actually, while we're talking, guys, let's tell us why you love Kathleen. I didn't also say let's tell us why you love Cheryl too. Sorry, let me get back. Why do we all like Cheryl, guys? Tell Lauren why we love Cheryl. Don't take my you know, word for it. Let us in the community tell us why we like Cheryl, and also why we like Kathleen, because I kind of forgot that step. Welcome, Michael. Who's Michael? Hello, Michael. If there's a Michael in the chat. Michael Coombe. My name is Michael, and I'm watching in Rocky Point, North Carolina. Oh, welcome. Well, welcome to a bit of a girls' chat this morning, Michael. You're welcome, because, you know, we do have, you know, guys that drop in every now and then. But I just didn't have any guys, so I was just talking about lady stuff then. But nothing bad. It's all good. But welcome. We're just a friendly bunch of people that have a chat. Normally, you'll find me walking on a beach having an adventure. And why the name of this chat was to talk about, I'm trying to challenge you to meet another fellow YouTuber, because I met a fellow YouTuber yesterday, and oh my God, I am so excited about meeting Shansta's Travels. I don't know if many of you are familiar with Shannon from Shanster's Travels, but I met her yesterday. So we're talking about Cheryl at the moment, why we love Cheryl. I love her because she's just her energy, and she's just this pocket rocket that jumps up and down, and she shares her knowledge about rebounding. I think it's amazing. And I think that even women or even men could learn a lot by rebounding, right? It's not just for women. But Miss Paula's got, Cheryl is a great example of faith. Ah, okay, yes, she's a woman of faith. And Miss Paula is also a very, actually, you're a woman of faith. Are you still doing your other channel, Miss Paula? You were doing a Bible channel, Bible reading channel. Are you still doing that? And Miss Paula's also said about Kathleen, Kathleen is kind and caring. Yes, she is kind and caring. Kathleen often sends me a message. Like, if she sees me on a live and I'm not feeling my 100% self, she'll send me a message going, hey, I hope you're feeling, like, I watched your replay and something's going on in your life. And she'll actually message me and say, are you feeling okay? Are you okay? She is. Kathleen is very caring. Very caring. Maddie's got here, I love Grandma Kathleen. Her art style is amazing. Yes, that's right. And other than that, Kathleen also does art. So Kathleen and I, Lauren, have done art lives together where Kathleen does acrylic art and I do watercolors. I mean, I'm not amazingly great at it, but I just do it for like my mental health, and I think it's really important. And last Saturday I was watching the platypus and I did a painting and it was fun. I don't know if anyone was there, but it was fun. So Miss M's got here, I like Kathleen because she stands up for what she believes in and aren't afraid to speak up. She's caring and she's a badass. Oh, I love that, Em. I love that. And she is. She does stand up for what she believes in. And I don't think you can ever, like, for example, if Kathleen is, it's very transparent with Kathleen. She will tell you how it is. And I love that about people. I think there's no pussyfooting around it. Like, don't lie. Like, just say it how it is. And Kathleen does that. So Miss M's like, I don't know Cheryl, but I'll keep up amazing work. Well, Miss M, check Cheryl out. If you don't know her very well, check on the link. You're a moderator. You can check on, go on Cheryl, Rebounding with Cheryl, and check her out. She's always in the lives. Like if you go to Kathleen's or the different community that we're all part of, you will see Cheryl's name there. So yeah, get to know Cheryl. It's another opportunity to get to know other people, right? I mean, even though we kind of know each other. But sometimes if you don't click on their videos, check their videos out. Don't just watch for 2 minutes. Watch the whole video, guys. Support these creators. Like, I think it's really important that, the life that we live, we're being busy all the time. We don't have time to watch videos. But, if you do have time, watch the video fully. Like, give it a good, if it's 10 minutes long, give it 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes, don't watch a video for 10 minutes. Sit down and watch a video and, and give it a nice comment. Like, like for example, Miss Paula, I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched one of your latest videos. I'm a bad example of this at the moment. I'm very sorry, but I'm just outing myself. I've been a bad example. I haven't watched any of Miss Paula's videos lately. But, okay, let me see who I've been watching lately. Brenda. Let me share this story, guys. I think you'll like it. Do you guys know Brenda? She's, I think it's YouTube over 60 or being over 60. I can't remember her name. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? Brenda. She's got short brown hair. She's part of our community, guys. Hi, Matthew. How you going? Do you know who I'm talking about? Brenda? What's happening on this channel? We're actually talking about YouTube friendships. Oh my God, there's Shanster. I'm about to pull my phone. I completely missed you. Oh, there you go. So that's who we're talking about, Shanster's Travels. I met Shanster's Travels yesterday. That's Shannon. She's about to board her flight. Mwah. Safe travels to LA, and then she's going from LA to Michigan. So guys, if you don't know Shannon, you need to know Shannon. That's Shanster's Travels. Click on her profile. She's a beautiful angel I met yesterday, and we made friends through lives. She just happened to be dropping by one day and she thought, oh yeah, this is a weird, interesting lady talking, about stuff. And I was actually introducing people's channels, and she liked that. So that's what I was doing today, actually. So I met Shanster's Travels yesterday. You'll hear more about her. We're going to do a live next week together. Safe travels, Shannon. I absolutely adored meeting you yesterday, and safe travels. and we'll see you on the other side. Hopefully you can stay up for your next 8 hours. I think you're going to 8 hours to LA, and then you can sleep to your flight from LA to Michigan for 6 hours, I believe you said. So anyway, safe travel, so that way hopefully you won't get the dreaded jet lag. Love you to death. I loved meeting you, and it's such a beautiful thing when you get to meet, you know, people that you only meet through chats, right? It's such a weird world. As I said, I only got to know Shannon through coming to my lives, and she, you know, got to meet some of you guys, and then I watched her videos. Again, this is what I'm saying, guys. Watch people's videos. Like, you know, you can meet people through chats. As for 14 hours to LA and 5 hours to Detroit. Oh, that's right, Detroit. That's right. Completely forgot Detroit. She's in Michigan, but she's got to fly to Detroit because Detroit is in Michigan. I'm learning about your geography, guys. So amazing meeting Shannon yesterday. I got to show her koalas in the wilds, kangaroos in the wild, kookaburras, wallabies, lots of a magpie. Yeah, it was amazing. I'm sending you big hugs, right? Ready? Hug. Hug, Shannon. Safe travels. And we'll see you on the other side, mate. And stay awake for 14 hours. Because it's very hard. You're flying back into time. She's leaving on Friday, and she's going to arrive in Detroit on Friday. How crazy is that? And it's like, you know, between, I guess, like, changing flights, she's flying for like over 20 hours. It's amazing. You are welcome. You are so welcome. I loved meeting you, and it was amazing. So guys, we're going back to, I was watching a video by Busy After 60. That's Brenda, yeah, Miss Paula. So Busy After 60 is Brenda. I don't know if you guys know her. If someone has a, Miss Paula, if you could put the link to her channel, there's a video there I watched of hers. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's a couple down. It was only about a 2-minute video, and it talks about doing 26 things. So 26 things. So like apparently she talked to she was talking about a creator last year that did, because the year 2025, 25 things. They went to 25 pizza shops, and they talked about it in videos. Like, this is pizza number 1, pizza number 2. It's just creating content, right? Or you do it in, you know, I went to 25 pizza shops in one video. But it's now to use 2026. So 26 things. So she said she was giving ideas like, you know, you could do 26 pizza shops or 26, you know, health spas or whatever. And it got me thinking, you know, what could we do? Hey, Lavender. Hi, guys. Just woke up. It's 9:30 morning. Hey, Nicholas. How you going? Nicholas, I nearly sent you a text message this morning. I actually, for some reason, Nicholas. So, guys, we're talking a bit today about meeting fellow creators. And we're just saying goodbye to Shannon. So Shanster's Travels that I met yesterday. And what we're also doing today is also talking about our love for our fellow, you know, creators. So we're just giving some love to Cheryl and Kathleen. We've already just given some love to Miss Paula. And Miss Paula's going to put the link to Brenda in the chat, because I'm talking about lots of things, guys. But I'm talking about how, you know, it's great to make friends with the people in the chat, but actually go click on their profiles. That's the reason why I make people moderators. I don't really care about the trolls so much. Troll away, I don't really give a shit. But I make people moderators because I want people to be able to click on their links. So for example, if you're not a moderator, like most of you guys are moderators in the chat now, but I was doing this specifically for Lauren. Lauren is just new to the chat, and I wanted her to make friends with you guys. Like, it's great that she supports me, but you guys are such beautiful people. I'd love Lauren to support you guys too. She's in New Jersey, so she's in your time zones more than my time zones. So Cheryl's got here. Just met Kathleen recently. Love how she interviews Yes, she's doing amazing interviews. Completely forgot. That's a great point there, Miss Cheryl. Is she interviews people, and I don't know, Kathleen, you are an amazing interviewer. Not I don't know. I don't know if you remember, Kathleen, when we did an art live together, you were asking me questions about travel, and I was like saying to you, you were actually a really good interviewer. And then look, fast forward 6 months later, you are now doing interviews back to back every week. Like last week it was Mike, this week it was Miss Gina. I haven't watched that video yet. I watched a little bit of it. But yeah, Cheryl's saying that she loves the way that you interview creators. Watched her and Miss G, beautiful soul. Isn't that beautiful? And I think, like I said, I'm just talking about how it's nice to support creators, but it's also good to go onto people's channels and, you know, and watch their videos. So I was asking Miss Paula if she could put the link to Brenda's channel in the chat. So in the link there, Miss Paula's just put you there. She's not spamming you guys. It won't be like an X-rated site. Miss Paula doesn't do OnlyFans, not that I know of anyway. But that is a link to YouTube over 60, which is Brenda. Now, guys, I talk about being busy, and that sometimes we don't have time to look at, you know, watch other people's videos. And I appreciate that you guys watch my lives, guys. But for example, Brenda happened to click on one of my lives yesterday and put a comment. So that triggered me from that comment to go to her videos, because I haven't actually seen Brenda for a long time. Like, you know, when you follow a lot of creators or subscribe, you forget about, you know, people that you create, like you linked with when you first started. Anyway, so I went to her videos and I watched a couple of her videos, but one that really resonated with me was 26 things. So we're the year 2026. So she's talking about how you can do video content on 26, you know, like 26 pizza shops that you went to, 26 YouTube tips, 26 jumps. I said 26 jumps. I could do 26 jumps. 26 countries you could go in a year. I mean, I wish I could do that, but I can't. I mean, I never say can't. I could. So Lainey's got here, sorry, Lauren said here, when I flew to Sydney, it was over 20 hours. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a long, long place. It's a long time. So we're wishing Shannon safe travels. She's flying with United. United's actually just a new airline that's come to Australia. I know it's not new for you Americans, but United never used to come to Australia, and they've just opened up a route from Brisbane to LA, and it's apparently one of the longest stretches that you can fly without stopping. It's amazing, right? So Kathleen's saying thank you for the love. See, I love that, not just me giving love, that we're all giving love to these creators. So we've given love to Miss Paula, we've given love to Cheryl, and we've given love to Kathleen. Who can we talk about next? I'm trying to post the link. Post away, Miss Paula. Lauren's got here 5.5 from New Jersey to Vancouver, Canada. 15.5 from Vancouver to Sydney. Miss M's got, I love Dora. Oh, thank you, you're giving me love. Oh, thank you. I love Dora because she's caring and she's a beautiful soul. I love how witty she is. So am I witty? Thank you. And she absolutely loves how she supports the mental health community as well. Dora, you're a badass. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think mental health is so important. And I know that, you know, Miss M, you know, you suffer mental health from time to time, and it's very difficult, and I get that. And I appreciate you. I know last week that I was talking about mental health. I was talking about the story about my friend Esther, that the reason why she's called Esther is because her birthday was around Easter, and she's no longer with us because of her mental health. And that's why I do the 63 squats. And then when I do 63 squats, I talk about mental health. I talk about Esther, because even though she's not with us anymore because of her mental health, her memory will never be lost. And Miss M gave me a super chat the other day for that, and she didn't need to, but thank you. It was nice that you did that. Well, you know, I think it just reflects the fact that I know that you think about mental health and your love for mental, well, not your love for mental health, but the fact that we should support it more. This Monday you're having Nana Ange. Excellent. I love Ange. Ange is amazing. Ange is amazing. So Miss Paul, is that the link to that video that I'm talking about, the 26 things? It's only 2 minutes, because it's fabulous. It was a great movie, a great show, great video. So if you have the time, guys, you don't need to watch me. Go click on that. Go click on the link and go watch Brenda's video on 2 minutes, and come back and tell me what you think. What could we do? Give me some ideas on what I could do. Eat 26 fruits, maybe. I have a mango. We have oh my God, my brain is not working today, guys. I went to bed late. That's why my brain's not working. What the hell is this called? I'm losing my brain, guys. I'm losing my brain. Lavender's got here, I got 196 subscribers in 1 month. That's a lot, Lavender. That's great. So true, Miss M. I met Dora through Mike Adventure Sparks. Yeah. I love how that we meet people through, you know, I just subscribed to Brenda. Oh, excellent. See, that's amazing. So Brenda's not even here, and we're supporting other, channels. I love that. Boki, greetings from Serbia. Wow. Thank you for being here. I would love to visit Serbia. What's the capital of Serbia? It's a really, I can't remember the name of it. I've not been to Serbia yet, but it's on my list. What's the capital of Serbia? Boki? There's a special place that's supposed to be really, really popular to go to at the moment. I met Dora on someone's live. I don't remember. I think we met people through many different ways, right? Hey, Nicholas. How you going? As I said, I went to send you a text message this morning, but I realised that when the last couple of days you sent me your phone number in an email, I went to save it, but it didn't save. So I put you down as Nicholas Grollo, YouTuber, and it didn't save. So when I went to send you a text message this morning to say hello, it wasn't in there. So I went to your email, I got your phone number, and I saved it in the system. So maybe I can send you a message today, see if it works. Nicholas, do you use WhatsApp? Kathleen and I use WhatsApp. I love WhatsApp. Kathleen's got here, Dora, I love that you are direct with your words. I love your personality and your passion for life and people. Oh, thank you. We are family here, Lavender says. Yes, we are. So Nicholas Grollo is not a creator, but he's a friend of ours from Victoria. So the same state that our friend Susan lives in. And I think that Susan said hello before, but she's probably now gone to work. I've been gabbling too much. But Nicholas is a great supporter of all our channels. I see him on Kathleen's, I see him on Susan's, I see him everywhere. And I love that. And I think it's really nice that we support each other. Not just me, he supports everyone, right? And I love that. That's why I'm openly talking. I'm talking about Brenda. You should go check out Brenda. Brenda doesn't even know this, but go check out her video. The 26 things that, we can do in a year. I think it's a really powerful thing, actually. Okay, who else can I talk about? Lavender. I talked about Lavender last night, actually, guys. So last night, Lavender kept me company. I'm doing a bit of a sauna challenge at the moment. It's just in my head. But I'm trying to be healthy till I go away to Bali next week. I'm going to Bali next week. Monk fruit. No, it's not monk fruit. It is dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is what it is. So I could do 26 fruits. Actually, guys, I probably should do that video because I actually have a box of fruit that I brought from my mum's house. But I'm too busy drinking my tea at the moment. Let me not pour it into that way. At the start of my live, I did this and I had water everywhere. This is broken, guys. Sorry, it's dragon fruit. Lavender, dragon fruit. Everyone's got dragon fruit. Sorry, I'm late to the... Bill! Hello, Bill. How are you going? How are you today, Bill? How is your blood sugars? Bill is suffering type 2 diabetes, and we talk about health all the time together because I think even on my channel, even though I'm a venture channel, I talk about health and mental health because it affects me personally. Because if I'm not healthy, how can I travel, right? And if I'm not mentally in a good place, how can you travel? So that's why I talk about health, mental health in my channel a lot, because if I can't fix those things in my life, I can't travel. We are family. Okay, I'm really behind in the chat now. Oh, Nicholas. Kathleen, okay, I didn't eat anything. You're okay if you don't eat anything because any food spikes your sugar levels. Oh, Bill, that sucks. Can you drink tea? Can you have soup? Can you have protein powder? Protein powder's got sugar in it, so that probably wouldn't be good. Ohana means family, means no one gets left behind. In what language, Miss M? Ohana. I like that, Ohana. 125 mils right now, and I'm in the green. Oh, God. Okay. Lavender has has low blood sugars also. So, guys, I'm talking today about how I met a fellow YouTuber yesterday, and I'm feeling the love. Like, honestly, I had so much fun meeting her yesterday. I don't know if a lot of you guys saw. I did about 2 or 3 lives yesterday. Not a lot of them. Normally, I do long lives, but I really wanted to be in the moment with Shannon and just be. I took her. She wanted to. Well, actually, she was coming to Brisbane because she was doing a cruise, and the cruise finished in Brisbane. So when she first came, I was in Sydney, so we couldn't meet up. But I booked in yesterday and I earmarked it. I took the day off work, guys, just to meet up with her because it's important. I think it's really important to meet up with fellow YouTubers if you can. And if she's coming all the way she's from Michigan, and I've been loving watching her content. And like I said, I don't just watch her, know her in the chat. I actually go watch her content, guys. So like I said, sometimes we don't have a lot of time, but, we get to, watch each other's content and you get to know people. And yeah, I loved her energy. I loved her vibe. I got to show her like koalas in the wild. So guys, yesterday we were literally walking along, looking up all the trees, working on our neck muscles, right? Our neck muscles like this. And finally, probably took about an hour, and we saw a koala in the tree. Oh, let me see if I can show you a photo, guys. Let me see if I can show you a photo. Oops. I just retouched myself up, guys. Light on, light off. Here we go. Let me just show if I can see a photo. Oh, oops. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I don't know if that's the right screen. Okay, nope. Here we go. Let me see if I can show you a photo of the koala from yesterday, guys. It was... okay, let me get out of the way. Can you see the koala? Can you see the koala? That was a koala. So guys, that's Shannon and I. That's Shannon. Shannon doing the thumbs up because she got to see a koala, and then she saw kangaroos. I took her to see some kangaroos, and then we went to another place, and look at this. Look at that, guys. So cute. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Ever, ever, ever. And then I took her to a swimming pool. Hello, Charlie. How you going? Is that Charlie from Canada? So, guys, this is the pool I took her to. It's the oldest swimming pool in the Southern Hemisphere. And then we went out to dinner. We went out to dinner and we had this beautiful view. It was so nice. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me turn the green screen off. There we go. Done. Yeah, wasn't Lauren, so when you went to Australia, Lauren, did you see koalas? I love them. They're such beautiful animals. So if you come visit me, guys, I'm going to take you koala hunting, okay? Not hunting, but koala catching. No, chasing. Wrong word. Yeah. So, guys, that was my day yesterday with Lauren. Sorry, Lauren. Okay, let me just calm down, guys. I probably need to eat. Hold on a second, guys. So you guys know that I'm half Asian, right? So half Asian means I can eat food anytime, right? Does anyone like lamb chops? Oh my God, lamb chops. I'm going to eat a lamb raw. I'm not raw. It was cooked last night, but I can eat it anytime. I need some food, guys. Sorry. So, is there Charlie here? Did someone say hello, Charlie? Or did I just make that up? Okay, maybe I just made that up, guys. Charlie's not there. So, did anyone go see Brenda's video? The 2-minute video? Okay, Dora, I want a boxing machine. Oh, boxing matches today with... You mean talking about games, like online? Or you mean talking like this? I couldn't kind of understand that because I was talking to you last night when I was doing the sauna. I see you went to Taronga Park Zoo. I saw koalas and kangaroos, red pandas and so much. Okay. So if you ever come back, Lauren, do you plan to come back to Australia? If you come to Brisbane, I will take you looking for koalas or platypus. All the koalas are sleeping. Not always. I saw them eating yesterday. It was amazing. I've got some amazing footage of that, but I can't show you on a video on live. I really need to be here. There are some things weighing heavily on my mind, and this is a nice distraction. I'm glad I can distract you, Miss M. I'm glad our whole chat can distract you. Koala, you know, fun fact, guys, koalas sleep about 21 hours of the day. 21 hours of the day they sleep. That's why pretty much most times you see a koala, they're sleeping. Oh. So you're going to come back this year, Lauren? Okay, cool. What's your plans, Lauren? So your family are coming back with you. Oh, you wish you were a koala now and cuddle up. Yeah, I know. They're so cute. Sorry, guys. I'm hungry. I need to eat. And this cold chop is actually pretty good. So, who can we talk about next? Lavender. Let's talk about lavender. So, Bill Myers is talking to Lavender about type 2 diabetes. So, I've been talking a little bit about, in our chat, about supporting other creators. And if you can have the opportunity to meet another creator, you know, try to. Like I met Shannon yesterday. But also build each other up. Like, it's nice to meet each other in the chat, but also click on their names and go check out their videos. You don't need to stay in my lives and watch, you know, give me watch hours. That's not where I'm here, guys. I'm here about, you know, having a chat with you guys, the connection that we have. But Lavender. So Lavender. I'd love to know, guys, in the chat, if you know Lavender, put some things that you like about Lavender in the chat. So not only support me, like Lauren's only new to this chat. That's why I'm telling her a bit about all our community. So Lauren we're going back to Sydney and we'll be staying about 2 weeks, like last time. Last time we stayed in the CBD. Okay, cool. Well, let me know when you're coming because, you know, hypothetically, you never know, I might be down there to visit because my sister lives there and I always go down for raves. So I'm going down in June and I'm hoping to actually catch up with Susan, actually, from High Country Homestead. But why do I like Lavender? So Lavender's taught me a really valuable lesson. Lavender's only 16 years old. She's Australian. And what I learned about Lavender is to stop and smell the roses. So a lot of you guys met me when I started doing lives walking along the beach. I was training for a 30K walk on sand for mental health, guys. And I was walking back and forth on the beach. And every time I'd walk past this rock, I would kick it in a nice way, just kick it and would turn around and go back. And Lavender said to me one day, she said, "Do you know that rock that you're kicking is a love heart?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Next time you go back and kick the rock, have a look at the rock." And sure enough, I went back and looked at the rock and it's the shape of a love heart. Like when you see shapes of love in nature, it just reminds you that you're loved and that you're in the right place. So every time I go back to that rock now, it reminds me that you should stop and look at the small things because, you know, we get so busy in life that we just don't even see what we're looking at, right? I can look at someone and don't even see them. I look at a rock and I don't even see it. But there's a beautiful shape of a love heart and it's spectacular. So every time I walk past that rock now, I say it's called Lavender's Rock. I tell the story. So everyone knows you, Lavender. Everyone knows you because of Lavender's Rock. So that's why I love Lavender. So Miss M says here, Lavender, you are worth it. You matter. You belong in this world. Stay strong. What's Lavender saying here? What's going on, Lavender? Oh, Lavender's there to support M. Yeah, M and Lavender became really quite good friends, which is really, really powerful. I love that. Sorry, let me just eat a bit more, guys. Lauren, yes. Yes. I haven't been to Vivid for quite a few years now. Ex-boyfriend of mine, another world, Mexican guy that I was dating. We went to Vivid and it was amazing. Vivid is amazing. So were you there, Lauren, for Vivid? So Vivid, guys, I'm talking about Vivid is a light show they have in Sydney Harbour. It's free and it's amazing. All the icons of Sydney are lit up, like the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House. Buildings are lit up in beautiful colours. It's just an amazing sight. So does anyone else have anything lovely to say about Lavender? Because I'm talking about Lavender and introducing her channel to Lauren. Lavender's only 16. She's just become a creator. So I don't really promote people going to her channel because, again, I just think you're a little bit young to be a creator and to be sucked into this world of create. But if you want to support Lavender, that's fine. But as I said, I think I personally don't go over to Lavender's channel that often just because you're a young person and I want you to be a young person. You should be out playing, riding bikes, not watching people on lives like me. And I love that you support me, Lavender. I love that. But I just think young people these days, at 16, I was out riding bikes. My friend Mel, that I'm living her backyard, at 16, we were out jetty jumping, riding bikes. I was doubling her on a bicycle. Yeah, I just think young people should be out playing, not on YouTube. But that's me, okay? That's just me. Give me a second, guys. I just want to finish this. I needed that. And I also have a bit of protein, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is full of protein. Guys, I'm the only one that eats this, so that's why I can double dip, guys. Just saying. You shouldn't double dip, though. I'll definitely let you know when I go back. Excellent. I'm glad, Lauren. So Bill's got here, Lavender, I have a device in my arm that needs to be replaced every 15 days. I also have a device that shows levels from your blood. What to do? What do you use? Hello, Julie. Julie Scott. Hello. Popping in to say hello. Hello. So, actually, this might resonate with you, Julie, if you're still there. I met a fellow YouTuber yesterday, and I'm just talking about how meeting other fellow YouTubers is so powerful and so amazing to do. And it, creates better bonds and better friendships. Like, we get to know people in the chat and, in watching their videos. But again, a lot of people don't watch videos these days. They skip through it. They watch 2 minutes of video and then that's it. And they write, like number 53. How many times have you got that on your videos? So I'm just talking about today how Brenda from YouTube Over 50, so YouTube Over 60, commented on one of my videos, my lives yesterday, and it triggered me to go check out one of her videos. And she talked about in her video about 26 things, like you could create content around, it's the year 2026. So 26 pizzas you might have tried, 26 drinks you might have tried, just create content around that. I just thought it was a really, really good idea. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud what I could do. I said I could try 26 fruits, maybe. I don't know. But I probably would be travel related because I like travel, right? So walking also brings down your sugar levels. My nap and dinner. You're having a nap and dinner. I adore lavender. I grow it. Lavender's it is really, really nice. Yes. Oh, wait. Lavender is a person. I thought you meant lavender in the garden. Laugh. Hi, Lavender. Yes, Lavender's a little creator of ours. She's from Australia. But as I said, she's only 16. So choose what you would like to do with that. My daughter was lonely and found friendship online. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I mean, look, relationships get made online, right? People, fall in love, like from different sides of the world. I mean, it probably has more bad hookups than good hookups, but anyway. But, people, it does happen. And like I said, I absolutely adore Shannon. I met her, like I've been chatting to her previous to her coming here. We're now Facebook friends. And, I was, but then obviously I met her yesterday. It was amazing, guys, amazing. I had such a good time. So, Julie, you've met quite a few YouTubers. Like you've met Alison. Who else have you met, Julie? If you've got time, if you only have got time. Lauren's got here. No, I would like to see Vivid one day, Dora. We went to Sydney in August. Okay. I subscribe to you, Lavender. Thank you. You have... Okay, so guys, who else can we talk about? Miss M. Let's talk about Miss M. Miss M. I'm first one to say that I'm busy being busy and I'm up my ass half the time. Miss M, I've never checked out your content. Do you actually make content, or are you just a viewer? Shoot me if I'm wrong, but I'm being bad here. I know I'm really, really bad. But Miss M, do you actually make content, or do you just? I know I see you in a lot of lives and you support me. Thank you. I go back. Oh. Guys, do you end up drinking your tea, like your hair? I just pulled out a bit of hair out of my cup. Okay. So guys, talking on about I make shorts, not long videos. Okay. What are your shorts on, Miss M? Let me go find my other phone, guys. Give me 1 minute to find my other phone. So Miss M, I've got you on my phone here. I'm going to check out your channel. So when you're on a mobile, it's really hard to check out people's channels, because if you're in a live, obviously you click on the live and you go to someone else's channel, which is fine. Guys, don't need to support me. I would sit here and talk to myself all day. So if you want to click on one of people's profiles, go do that. I'm looking for Miss M as we speak, and I want to look at one of her shorts. It's about different things about mental health and some fun stuff in life. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm clicking on my live right now. So I can go and click on M, Miss M. Miss M. Whoop. And click on M, Miss M. I'm just talking to myself. Whoop. And click on M, Miss M. I'm just talking to myself. Okay, Miss M. Miss M has 68 subscribers and 7 videos. Shorts. I'm not going to get copyright for this, I don't think, M. Let's just look at one of your videos, guys. I hope you don't mind me doing this, because I want to get to know you a little bit more, so I'm just doing this live. Oops. Okay, my Wi-Fi is really, really woeful, so this could take a while. What does it say? Oops, be careful, don't drop the phone. It hurts so bad when you... Oh, let me just turn that volume down. Whoops. Okay. Don't want to get copyright, guys. It hurts so bad when you miss someone so much and can't visit them. Why, you might ask? Because he passed away. The anger and you have towards this terrible sickening. Does that say sickening? I don't know. I can't really read that. Love you, and I will see you soon. Did you look? Oh. Is that about someone that you've lost through mental health, Miss M? Yeah, so why I like Miss M, before I even look at her content, is Miss M is raw. She's raw and she's unfiltered. She just tells it how she feels. And sometimes I'm sure in the chat that probably upsets people because, you know, she's being so raw and like she's not feeling very good and she tells you, and it might upset other people. But what I see out of that is that Miss M is just telling her how she feels, and if she's not feeling good, she's going to tell you. So like I always say, it's okay to be not okay. I don't say that myself. I mean, I didn't make that up. It's a saying here in Australia. It's okay not to be okay. And Miss M wears that. Like if she's not feeling okay, she's going to tell you, I'm not feeling okay. But I think that the other side of it is Miss M, because we are talking about mental health here, guys, is that mental health affects us all in different arrays. Like it might not affect you personally, but it might affect your sister, your mother, your niece, you know, someone around you. And like you might not suffer mental health right now, but you might suffer different varies of it in the future. Like for example, I've openly talked about how, you know, I get a little bit overwhelmed sometimes with life. Like only just recently, I literally was unhinged on lives. Like I was just falling apart. I was, you know, stressed about moving houses and my sick chicken, and that eventually had to get put down. And I ran away to Sydney because I was just overwhelmed with life. And, you know, I think it's important to talk about these things, even though it might be uncomfortable for us personally to hear, because I think sharing is caring. And if that helps that person, then, you know, so be it. Oh no, it was about your grandfather that passed away in COVID. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss M. I have to go. I was just about to talk about you, CL. Give me a minute. I have to go. Okay, you go. I want to talk about you anyway. Okay. So guys, I met a new friend, CL Fantasy Waves, which you guys know too. It's not just my friend. She's all of our friends. Now, I want to go check out her latest video. Let me just see what her latest video says. CL. Oh, wrong one. So CL's a new friend of mine from Florida. Not my friend, all of our friends. And she does artwork, amazing watercolors. And the reason why I clicked on was she was painting a picture of the lighthouse. And it was beautiful. It was really, really therapeutic watching it. Obviously I like art, but it was really, really nice. So she does acrylics. Here we are. Okay, maybe I got that wrong. She does watercolors. She does acrylics. She's doing here acrylic. What are other videos? Okay, she does painting a palm tree. Actually, this is a nice video, guys. Have I seen this? This is a new one. Oh, no, she's painting a mini seagull. Wow. Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing because that would be copyright. But let's watch a little bit. Oh, what is going on here, guys? She's showing you how... Well, let's... Again, I don't want to get copyright for doing this, but... My Wi-Fi is really slow, guys, so it's really impossible to show someone anything. Okay, but let's just go back here. What other videos has she got here, guys? Where's the video that I saw that I loved? There's this lighthouse, it's amazing. Where's this lighthouse picture? I've lost it. There's a lighthouse picture somewhere here. Maybe it's a short. Okay, that's frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating for you guys watching this. Okay, guys. So, CL, I don't know her real name, but we call her CL. Privacy is really important, right? CL. So, she's from Florida, and she loves to paint. And she shows us her process of painting, and I think it's really beautiful. Like, I don't know if CL does it for her mental health, but I know personally I paint for my mental health. I go somewhere and I sit and I paint what I'm looking at, and it's a beautiful reminder of where you are. And CL is in a lot of people's lives. She's, you know, part of our community. She's always very friendly, welcoming, always has nice things to say about people, and I think that's really beautiful. So I love, if you know CL, if you'd love to, you know, put some reasons why you like CL in the chat, I'd love to know that. Okay, Miss Emma's going to go check out Miss CL's videos. Perfect. So guys, you know how to do this, hey? Like in the chat, let me show you how to do it, guys. If you don't, if you're watching this and you're new, let me show you how to do it. It'll be painful to watch, but I'll just show you guys, just in case. I mean, I might be showing you that you might already know, but let me show you, okay? So you go to go to my live. So you pretend that's my live. There's me. I'm watching myself. I'm such a... But see the live here? You can actually see all the names. See, that's why I make you guys moderators. I don't make you moderators to get rid of trolls. I don't really care about that. I make you moderators so you can click on the name. So like, for example, let's go someone like... Actually, let's... Okay, hold on. Let me find someone else. Okay, let's... Actually, I don't know. I'm going to click on Laxis, which is Lauren, okay? So see here, it's got here, you can pin the message, or I can pin the message. You can report, remove. You can check their activity. So it says here, these are other messages that she's put in my chats. So she's been on a lot of my chats, guys. Or you can do this. You can click on it. Just bear with me. It's very slow. Click on it. Now I can't even click on it. Come on. Okay. Just press it and hold. There we go. Oh, whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Go to channel. So it takes you off the live. Oh, we're going to subscribe anyway. Obviously, she's not a creator, okay, guys? Oh, look, she's got a picture of Sydney. That's a picture of Sydney Harbour, guys. I don't know if you can see that. That's a picture of Sydney Harbour. You can't see that. But that's how you check out other channels. Whoops. Now, can I give myself a like, guys? Can I do that? I've got 11 likes. If you haven't liked on my live, I'm going to give myself a heart. There we go. Interesting. If I just go back out, I've got 6 people watching at the moment. Yeah, interesting. That might be a bit of useless information for anyone watching, but, you know, maybe you didn't know how to do that. If you didn't, that's the reason why I make you a moderator. Yeah. Miss M says, I love Dora because she always reminds me not to give up, even though she doesn't know that. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, I don't know if there's anyone else there. Like, I've talked about Lavender, I've talked about M. I haven't talked about Bill. Oh my God, Bill. Bill is there. Lauren. Bill is not a creator, okay? But I'm going to introduce you to him anyway, because he's sometimes in my chat a lot, sometimes he's not, depending on where he is with his health. So Bill Myers, 4773. And he's got a message here, go, Dora, it's totally different world these days. People in kindergarten already have phones and technology experience more than I ever had. Oh, completely. I was just talking to, last night, we went to dinner, Shannon, the YouTuber I met, and we were sitting on beanbags out under the stars, and they have a QR code on the table. I don't know if you're familiar with this, guys, but I don't particularly love this, I'm going to be honest. I'd rather be served by a human, okay? But this is an experience she wanted to, so she's not used to this. She's in Michigan, outside of Detroit, and she'd never used this before, and she thought it was really cool. She goes, we can sit down here, you open your phone up with the camera, you scan the QR code, and it brings up the menu, and then you can add your credit card to it to pay for it. So you don't even have to move, guys. This is how lazy we're becoming in this world, right? Bill is going to go, this world is not for me. I get it. Because this is the reason why, like, Uber Eats, people are so fat now because they don't even go out. They don't even leave their house. They can just get food brought to their house, right? Anyway, that's another story. But anyway, where am I going with this? Oh, yeah. So she scanned her phone, and then she had to add her credit card. And do you know how technical it was to add a credit card? It took about half an hour to add the credit card. We could have walked over and ordered the food and drinks and come back and probably had a drink by the time she could put the credit card up. That's how ridiculous technology is. It's great when it works, but us oldies, I mean, I'm not that old, I'm only 50, but, you know, Bill is 70, and he's saying it's ridiculous. Kids, Lauren, you've got young children, they are learning technology faster than you are learning technology. It's amazing. They grow up with it. We didn't grow up with phones. I'm so glad we didn't grow up with phones. That's why I say, like, Lavender, I love you. and I appreciate everything that, you know, you're always in my chat. But you're 16, lovely. I really wish you'd go outside and play with your friends. I know yesterday you hung out with your friend all day. But if you have the opportunity, go out and ride a bike. I know this is the new world, you know, being on lives and, you know, being in chats. And we get different things from it. I mean, maybe it's really good for your mental health, but it's really good for you to meet Bill and talk about type 2 diabetes. That's a really good thing. But don't spend all time listening to me. Go away and go outside and walk under a tree, play with your dog. You know, like, as I said, you know, when I was 16 years old, phones weren't even part of my vocabulary. I didn't even know what they were. I didn't even have a computer, guys. I used them at school. You know, I would ride a bike. I'd be playing tennis on the road. You know, going next door and, you know, seeing my neighbour and seeing what she was up to. And then we'd go for a walk down to the shops. Yeah, it's a different world. Different world. So, Bill Myers. Let's talk about Bill Myers. Bill is an awesome guy. He's a trooper. Stay strong, my friend. Now, I'm talking about Bill. I agree with Bill. My daughter is in 5th grade and some of her classmates already have iPhones. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know, back in the day, we would go out for the day without a mobile phone and we would get home. Now we can't even leave the house without the mobile phone because we don't know where we're going because we have to look at Google Maps because we don't know where we're going anymore. We just rely on phones. All our money's on our phone. That was another conversation I had with my friend yesterday, that if you lose your phone, it's like, what do you have? Like, all your money's on your phone, your directions are on your phone, phone numbers are on the phone. Like, we don't remember anyone's phone numbers anymore. Back in the day, we used to know all our friends' phone numbers. I could tell you all my friends. Actually, I still remember one of my best friends' phone numbers from school. It won't work, guys, but it was 3284 1257. 1267. 1267. That was my best friend Julie growing up. That was her home phone number. Because I used to have to dial the phone. You know, remember the old days? We had the dial-up ones. One, you know, 3, 2, 8, and then if you had like 7 at the other end, gave your hand a workout. You know, old phones. You know, I used to remember everyone's phone numbers. Now we don't. Like, if I lost my phone, I wouldn't know how to ring Diego. I don't know his phone number by heart. I don't know it. I do not know it. This is the world we live in, guys. Grandparents number 225, laugh. Miss M's got here. I still know my phone number even though it got rid of the landline and we use cell phones. Yep, my phone number is, yeah, I'm not going to say it out loud, but it's not there anymore. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, guys, because actually I could probably just put hot water in here. So, Bill Myers. The reason why, Lauren, if you're still there, why it's really, like, I'd love you to make friends with Bill. I made friends with Bill, I don't know how, but he taught me that Iowa is a corn state. Like, so I think it's really powerful that you can use this platform to learn about other countries, right? Like, obviously I'm in Australia, but a lot of you guys are in America, and I don't know America very well, just like you don't know Australia very well, right? And I know the states, Iowa, but I didn't know where it was. So when I met Bill, I looked on a map and went, oh, that's where Iowa. And he said, oh, yeah, it's the corn state. We grow lots of corn. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. And he loves fish. So he's not a creator, but he does have some fish videos on his channel. If you can go click on it if you like and have a look. But Bill is 70 and he is suffering from type 2 diabetes quite badly. Guys, while we sit here, I'm going to cut this actually, guys. This is going to be very messy. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm starving. I'm always starving, guys. Let me just find some paper towel. Paper towel. Here's a plate that wasn't washed up last night. Let's use that. Oops, use that. Actually, let's eat the dragon fruit. Let's eat the dragon fruit. This is from my mum's farm. So this is only a small one. I don't know if this is going to work, guys. Oh, shit. Look at that. Has anyone tried dragon fruit before? It's amazing fruit. Mum, this is from your farm. So my mum's farm, I was there last weekend for a couple of days, 4 days actually. And that's how you eat it. You can cut it up, but it's so, just eat it like this. Amazing. So Lavender just went for a walk with her dog and has this. That's amazing. Was that Rose? How was Rose, Lavender? So Bill. So Bill is a positive light. There's been many a times that, you know, I haven't been feeling 100%, and Bill is there to chat to in a live. It's amazing. I have Lyme's disease and Nashi disease. It's also a bad combination. Been sick for 46 years. I didn't know that. So Lyme disease is not a very well-known condition. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And the Nashi disease? I don't know that disease. I don't know about it. Tell us. I actually thought you only suffered from type 2 diabetes. I did not know that, Bill. Oh, so Miss M, you've never tried this? Normally it's a lot bigger, but it's such a beautiful, like, look at the color of that. I mean, it's such a beautiful, and it tastes beautiful. Okay, you went with your sister Chloe. Amazing. Amazing. So guys, I might as well do the fruit while I'm here, guys. I'm on a live, why not? Give me a second. Actually, no. I'm just gonna have a mango. So be careful. I'm using a sharp knife, guys, so be careful. This is just how I cut my mango. And then do I do a slight cuts in here? Don't be too harsh on it because it'll come straight through. And then you go like this. That is tasty. Mum, this is one of the mangoes you gave me. So tasty. I am addicted to fruit. It is full of sugar. I wasn't going to eat so much of this week. So nice. A tick bite. A tick bite and a mouse, and then you have Lyme's. I'm totally exhausted. When I got Lyme's disease, they said would only last, I would live for 3 to 7 days, 18 months in hospital. What? So they said that you would die from it, but you're still going. You're allergic to mango, Lavender? Oh, wow. I'm sorry. That's really just... Have you tasted it before, though? So, Bill, you actually got bit by a tick and a mouse. And that's how you got Lyme's disease? Is that how it comes about? Oh, I love this. Its flavour is amazing. So when I go to Bali next week, guys, I'm going to bring a pocket knife with me so that when I'm walking around having my adventures, I can buy some fresh fruit and I can like cut up a mango. They have really tasty mangoes over in Bali. So I will take a pocket knife with me, but I won't put it in my carry-on luggage because that would be bad. You can't take anything obviously dangerous on the plane with you, but you can take it, you can put it in your carry-on. Pocket knife is quite safe, right? Did a better job that one. Yep, that was 46 years ago. I got bitten from a tick. Oh shit, right. So you've survived, but you're still exhausted all the time. I had a tick embedded on my neck when I was little. Went to the doctor and luckily I didn't get any diseases from it. Wow. Wow, okay, I did not know that. And what's the other condition, Bill? Nashi disease. Nashi something? I don't always believe what the doctors say. I had over 250 dogs at one time. Oh God, okay. I definitely would be not believing what the doctors say. Second opinions, third opinions, natural therapists, right? So the Indonesian way, guys, or the Mexican way, because I used to live in Mexico, and in Indonesia what they do is sprinkle a bit of chili on top of it. Oh, it's amazing when you do that. Have fun, Lavender. Playing with your dog will sound so much fun. So M saying, exactly, Bill, you can't always believe the doctors. Bill Myers has got here, Nashi is too much fat in the liver. I have scarring. So is that from a bad diet, Bill? Because you did openly talk about you used to drink a lot of soft drink. That's the reason why you have type 2 diabetes. I think type 2 diabetes is going to be an epidemic. Like, I think more and more people have it and they don't even know about it. I mean, look at our friend Matt. He thinks he has it and he's not completely sure, but he's too scared to go checked out. Bill, I don't know if you heard, but remember the day that you were talking about your diabetes and my friend Jazz was online, Jazz Nomad TV, and she talked about how she joined me on the 75 hard venture, but she did 75 soft. But she's a little bit overweight and she basically did all the things, water, exercise, and she lost 20 kilos. And she stopped having to take her doing her injections. But then, of course, she's finished doing 75 hard, and then the weight has creeped on again, and she now has to take it, has to do something about her medication again. I'm not saying that about you, Bill, but it's amazing that some people can do that. They can reverse it. I don't know if you can always reverse it, but yeah. Do you know much about that, Bill? I mean, I'm sure over the years you've tried many things. Obviously for you, even you can eat healthy food and it still makes you sick, doesn't it? Why is that, do you reckon? Is it just because your condition has gone too far? There's a whole bunch of things for Nashi. Right. Hi, Matthew E. How are you? You came in before. Where are you from, Matt? I'm from Australia and I'm eating a mango, apparently. Salt is bad for your liver. Okay. So, Bill, question. Any salt, or is sea salt good? Epsom salt? I like to use sea salt on my food. Or is it iodine salt? Or is it any salt in general is bad for you? If I grow my own vegetables, it really helps. Obviously, it's been cold, so you haven't been able to grow your vegetables. So now, has it stopped snowing for you, Bill? So Bill has been awfully cold this winter. Lots of snow. Oh shit. Just be very careful when you're using a knife, especially on a live, guys. That would not be good. I did a diet one time with low sodium, and I'm super sensitive to salt. You're Australian. I'm in the outback on a farm. Oh, cool. Well, g'day. I'm from Brisbane. I'm just 30 minutes north from Brisbane in Redcliffe. Are you familiar with Redcliffe at all? What kind of farming do you do, Matthew? Because we're just talking about growing our own food. Bill Myers is in Iowa, in America, and he's talking about how if he grows his own food, the food doesn't affect him as much with his diabetes. Sea salt is better. But we have a blizzard coming tonight. Oh, God. So it's still snowing then, Bill. So, yeah, you can't be growing your food. Yeah, so, Matt, tell us what kind of farmer are you? Do you have cows, sheep, kangaroos? Miss Em is saying hello to you. We're a friendly bunch here. We're just having a chat, basically. I was talking about friendships on YouTube, how yesterday I met a YouTuber from America. She was over here in Brisbane for the day, so I took her out and we had an adventure. I took her to see wild koalas in the wild and kangaroos in the wild. I personally hate zoos. So I really wanted to show her wildlife. So Bill says, I can't eat out anymore. 15 minutes later, in bathroom being sick because of the salt, probably. Man. Can I just say, this mango is amazing. One thing about mangoes, sometimes I have that, like hairs in them. I've got them stuck in my teeth. So the mangoes in Indonesia are like red on the outside. I can't wait to eat them. Yum. Indonesia have some really, really yummy different fruits that we don't have here in Australia. So yeah, please don't be shy. Matt, tell us what kind of farming you do. I was up at my mum's farm last week. She has 2.5 acres. It's like a hobby farm up in Mullaney. Matt, if you know where that is. And she grows a lot of her own fruit and vegetables. So Matthew's got here, I have horses, cows, sheep, goats, chickens, goose, guinea pigs. Wow. Okay, cool. Do you sell them? Do you have them to sell? Or are they just your pets? Do you have cows for the milk? Or you cows for slaughter?